Hello friends, thank you for joining me as I show you how we are currently veneering some of our custom cabinetry in our small shop. We're utilizing MDF because it's very flat and true, and we begin by sanding that to 180 grit. We've had a lot of different equipment in the shop over the last couple of years. This is currently our setup with a hot melt adhesive edge bander. Then we're going to trim up our ends, file it down. Going to become very familiar with edge preparation. That'll leave us with a little lip, and then we've got a trimming station that'll knock that lip off and create some nice, beautiful, flat, straight pieces. A lot of this process is just knowing your tools. There's a lot of different ways that you can achieve these same results. So we've got all four sides edge banded, means we're ready to start veneering. We spend a good bit of time next laying out our veneers so that we're maximizing our sheets. Pieces like toe kicks and crown moldings aren't going to matter as much with the grain matching as the face of our cabinetry. So we try to line that up as perfectly as possible. This is our setup. This is what's called a platen. It's a 3/4 inch sheet of melamine on a very flat table. That there is our vacuum pump, and it's on a very flat assembly table. We like the breather mesh so that we can do our show side and our balance side of our veneer at the same time. We measure our 2-component glue, which is our Unibond 800, and that's our hardener. We mix it by weight, and we mix it until it's smooth. Always wear your PPE when dealing with 2-part component adhesives. Once the glue has been mixed appropriately, pour it into a different container, because there will be some of it that is not mixed on the side, so you want to avoid using that. Set a timer. We have 45 minutes of open time with this glue. That'll give us plenty of time to glue up both sides. We've carefully already taped into position our veneers on both the show and the balance side. And now we maximize all of our pieces into our vacuum bag underneath our breather mesh and try to get as many as we can in. I try to leave about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch on each side. And then we seal up our vacuum bag, and then we're going to begin our vacuum process. I sped these up because it takes a little bit, but you can see it starts to form around each of our pieces. We've got them all in there and have 4 minutes to spare if we had to adjust anything. We leave them in the vacuum press for about 3 hours for that glue to cure, and then we sand and finish them and assemble them on site. That's how we create our custom vanities through our veneering process.